Good afternoon. I'm John Bitson, the Menard Family Director of the Sheila and Robert Challey Institute for Global Innovation and Growth. This afternoon, I'd like to introduce you to Ethan Boldt. Ethan is an assistant professor of political science and public policy at ndsu and a Challey Institute faculty fellow. Welcome, Ethan.
Thanks for sitting down with me, John.
Yeah, thank you. This is great to talk to you today. You have a lot of very interesting research, Ethan, that's related to law and the courts. What kinds of questions do you aim to tackle with your research?
Sure. Well, generally speaking, my research tends to examine the intersection of political institutions and processes with our criminal justice system. But as a Challey Fellow this year, I'm actually starting a new project inspired by my teaching civil liberties to undergraduate students. I found that students oftentimes change their views in response to encountering the rich history of free speech, which they had previously simply just not been aware of. For example, many people do not know that content neutrality, the idea that the government can't pick and choose which views it favors, has been a bipartisan held across ideologies by members of the court throughout its history for a long time, and that's been a notion that's been supported. And so my project really looks to examine student views on free speech, particularly as they relate to college campuses, a very timely topic right now. And so my plan is to conduct a survey where I see how student views react to encountering this history. I also intend to measure whether there are differences between what students expect colleges can regulate when it comes to expression and what they can actually regulate when it comes to expression.
Yeah, clearly this is a very important issue and very interesting experiment that you're working on. I'm excited to see what you find. Can you talk a little bit about the importance that your research has for society and why it's important, the questions that you're asking?
Yeah, sure. Free speech has always been a contentious issue since our nation's founding, going all the way back to the Alien Sedition Acts. Today, there are wide-ranging conversations about what ideas can be discussed, debated, or expressed on a college campus. And I think my survey will go directly at the heart of those issues, and we'll get a better understanding of what students both expect and desire when it comes to free speech. And I think the research can inform our conversations about free speech on college campuses, as well as guide policy-making decisions in that area.
Excellent, excellent. And so are there additional questions that you'd like to tackle in the future with your research?
Yeah, absolutely. I could easily see this research being expanded to generations outside of the college student area and to communities outside of college, because it seems like there's a distinct sort of difference between what people in the community outside colleges want and expect and what people inside college communities want and expect. Additionally, I think this research could help guide things like workshops or curriculums going forward, and that could improve our ability and mutual understanding when it comes to having conversations about free expression.
Oh, excellent. Important issue in the university and outside the university. Great. Oh, well, thanks again, Ethan, for taking the time to sit down with me today to talk about your research. It's really interesting. I'm super excited to see what you find out with your experiment and with your future research. So
thanks so much, John.
Yeah, thank you.